Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Coach's Corner. Hope everybody's had a really great week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Penny Hounsome. I'm a holistic health coach, and I just want to say a great big welcome to all the new people that are coming into our group. We're very excited to have you here. So if you don't know, I do these recordings, these trainings, tutorials, whatever you want to call them, for Fridays, and Coach Lisa does hers on Wednesdays. So if ever you have questions about anything when it comes to your mental fitness, mindset, mind shifting, all of that sort of thing, that's the kind of stuff I answer. And all things nutrition, Coach Lisa handles. So, and both of us, of course, do all things fitness and fitness related questions. So if you ever have a question, if you're not sure, you can feel free to pop it into the group. You can always post underneath this video or just pop your question in the feed. Not a problem. So this week, I want to talk about quick positivity hacks. And I understand that a lot of the times that people will go through and they'll feel very negative about any sort of situation that's going on. So we want to look at some things that you can do to kind of reframe how you're thinking and reframe the thoughts that you've got coming into your mind. So I've talked a lot about this before about the whole like negative Nancy, right? Like your inner critic, your inner mean girl. And we want to kind of shut that down. We want to get you into that spot where you're no longer fighting with yourself and the things that you say in your head. So we want to make those changes from negative thoughts to positive thoughts. And that is exactly the first point of challenging the negative thoughts that came up for you. So when you're looking at negative thoughts, you have to think of like, are they real? Is this really true? Everybody can be very judgmental on themselves, especially with all the stuff that goes on in social media. Let's remember, even the people on social media don't look like the people on social media. They have filters, there's airbrushing. It's like, from the 80s and 90s, and we like judged ourselves against like, the front covers of Vogue and Mademoiselle and I don't even know, Elle and whatever else was out there at that time and Cosmopolitan. But the thing is, they didn't look like that either. And we have, you see people standing up, celebrities now standing up, going, "That's not really truly what I look like on a day to day." Or you see somebody and they're all dressed up because they have a function. So you're like, that image sticks in your head to be like, oh, everybody looks so glamorous and wonderful all the time. What you don't see is when they're at home with a bun in their hair, no makeup on, and they're in their slouchy clothes, curled up on the couch with a blanket, eating a tub of ice cream, because we've all been there. Um, and Coach Lisa will tell you what a better alternative is to that. But the point I'm making is we all don't look perfect all the time. There's times where you just show up and it's okay. And you want to challenge those negative thoughts of like how you look, who you are, what you do as for your living, your personality, your core values, all of these things. We want to turn those into all positives. So when you're looking at the stories that you tell yourself, when we do this a lot, this is one of the main things I work on with my clients with our private coaching, is changing the story that you tell yourself. We get very stuck in the things that we hear growing up as adolescents and teenagers, early adults, and our parents, our siblings, our relatives will say these same things. Oh, you're so like such and such. Oh, you're like this. And in reality, you probably were in that moment in time when they started saying it. But what they've done is like to continue to hold on to that story that no longer serves you and is no longer true. So these are the stories in your head that you need to start changing, because you're not that person. And in reality, you're not the same person you were a month ago. And if you are, you might want to challenge yourself as to why, right? So we're always growing, changing, learning. You always want to be progressing forward so that when you're reframing your thoughts and reframing your words into something that serves you, that doesn't like, cast you on to the stake where you're like, must stay and be the martyr of all time. So when you're trying to do something, you really want to look at how that comes across when you're reframing your thoughts. So the other thing, one of the other things you want to do for a quick positivity hack is stay in the present moment, right here, right now. Focus on what's actually happening, opposed to, oh, well, I'm all stressed out. Well, this happened over here, and that happened over there, and that happened last week, and oh, that might happen like in the future, which then produces all this overthinking to which you don't really need to do. It doesn't serve you. And overthinking has never solved the problem yet. The thing is, you want to, when that happens, make a decision. It's good. It's perfect. Whatever decision you happen to make at this moment is the right decision. Now, if down the road you realize that, oh, that was the wrong decision, you know what you can do? Change the course of action, change your mind, and do something else. It doesn't matter. But you don't have to live in the swirl of like overthinking and projecting forward of what this could be or that could be. You just focus on the here and the now. Now, when you're doing that, you want to have a quick conversation in your head and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? Am I overthinking it? Okay, I am. If I'm asking myself the question, if I'm overthinking, the answer is yes. Okay, we stop. A very simple, easy thing you can do on a physical note is literally just cross your arms and tap. Get grounded. Get grounded in the present moment of what you're doing. You can clap. You can tap your chest. Keep it up and available so that you can like see it, like what's going on, and just still focus on that. That will help you stay present in the moment of what you're doing, where you are, and be able to make a change. So these are 2 quick positivity hacks. I will be doing a few more of these over the course of the month of June, so that, you know, because there's a lot of them and I didn't want to overwhelm everybody with what there is. So you guys know, as we're coming into the month of June, we have an anniversary that's coming up, and we have a lot of great stuff that we'll be posting for that. And if you have questions, comments, you guys know what to do. Hit the love button, hit the like button. And if you're not sure about what you can do or how to move forward, if you're feeling stuck and you're not feeling very positive, if you want to reach out, book a call, we can help you identify which habits that you're doing that are keeping you stuck. So, not a sales call. It's just an audit for you to see where you can make change in order to move forward and meet the goals that you're looking to do, or just have a more positive, fulfilled life. Guys, that's me for this week. Tune in next week for Coach's Corner. Have a great Friday.